Okay, welcome to your ES update. Going to make this one nice and quick because I've got some interesting stuff coming up on the chart. So you can just see here, getting that little bit of a pullback. I'll show you in a sec what we're looking at. But effectively, just a quick recap of yesterday. We were within this range. We broke out, broke some structure, and you can see we've made that move up. So now I'm simply looking at this to be my swing range. So ideally, looking for pullbacks into discounted prices, look for some demand areas, look to mitigate those, look for some entries, and then we can play that move to continue the trend. Um, there's a few caveats we need to be aware of. You can see now we are getting that pullback. It's a good view from here. You can see here is the previous day value area high. You can see we're tapping that right now. We've got the previous day point of control that lines up with this area here. Previous day equilibrium, VWAP close. That's slightly off. There you go. So there's a nice zone coming in around there, which is just shy of the 50% mark of that move. So something to be aware of. We may come down and fill this area here, may come and take the liquidity below there. So it could be one of them type of things, which would be very nice. Something to be aware of, but it's also something to be aware of that we are now tapping at the top of this previous day value area high. You see that we open the days above that. So if we do start closing candles below here, I'm very much interested in a move down. So at the moment we're at support, so there's no point shorting here. Waiting for that little bit of confirmation to get this. Show you this one, it's a bit nicer. I'm waiting for that little bit of confirmation now. To close below this level. I want to see that low go. And once we close below there, I'll be looking for a retrace, hopefully up into the daily opens, and then I'll be looking for a short there with stops above the point of control. It would be then a case of looking down towards this daily to see if it holds for the second time. If we do come down into this support region here, we've got to be aware of that. There's no point just saying, right, we're below the value area high, so now we'll be looking down to those lows. No, I think you need to be aware that you are at support right now, and we may dip below, come back above. So it's better to just play our strategy and wait for this low to confirm to us that we are starting to shift the internal bearish. So obviously right now we're looking at this swing range here, which is bullish, but the internal, which is everything that happens within this range, is still not shifting bearish. So we're not getting that sign truly to go short. I want to see this low at least, really. Come down, and we've got some support here. We've got some demand that broke out of this daily resistance here. So if we get a bounce from that, it may give us a nice chance to get short with an invalidation up here, which we could then look to carry down. But we need to be aware that this is support, and it may just take that bounce and carry on up. So of course that's the risk we take. But that's the first idea. So let's just map that out so it's nice and easy. Let's say we get some nice closes below here, bounce a little bit, claim it again, come back up. Could look for some shorts there, and we could look to lose it then and continue that trend down, take that liquidity there, and then maybe make that move back up. So this could be one idea. It could even be a long setup in this. There could even be a little quick scalp long. You could be playing something like that. Play that a quick one up into the daily opens. A nice 2R there. But I think it'd be nice to you'd be very careful because you're longing in premium pricing. Obviously, you want to be getting the best risk to reward for your positions, and this is the 50% mark of the swing range that we're playing within today. So longs down here are a lot higher probability than longs up here because we've hit major resistance here. So you need to be a lot more careful on the long side. So this is definitely a scalp that you should be in and out of if you are going to take something like that. But I'm much more interested in the short because we're effectively looking to play that pullback into these areas here where demand will be looking to step back in and potentially carry on that trend. I'll just have a quick demo of where I'm at. So if you look at the daily, you can see that this is a big daily supply that we've hit once, and now we've hit twice, and you can see that we hit that point of control that has been lining up perfectly there. Moving on to the 4 hour, you can see that it's hit just perfect, and we've been closing above this daily close right now, so it'll be interesting to see if we do back test and hold, or do we lose it. So definitely an interesting zone we're at right now. You can see there's that daily, there's the 4 hour. We've got some nice zones below. You can see this point of control was a nice flip. We've got that area I was just talking about. Some nice levels below. You could potentially be looking as deep as these lows if we do get that real big flush down. So we have hit high time frame resistance, so definitely be aware of that. But this at the moment is what I'm looking at on a scalping perspective, looking for a close below this level. Let's throw an alert on there. Let's get that in. Looks like we might be getting it now, so I'll go and trade this. Just waiting for a 15-minute close, looking for that to confirm. Hopefully get a little bit of a bounce here. I'd imagine a bounce here because you've got some nice demand there that overwhelmed that resistance, because this was important resistance. Made a nice move up, but it's currently rejecting off this big massive point of control. So make it the little move up, make it that short. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Super simple. If we get down to these regions, it's a case of waiting. I quite like this liquidity zone here. We may go even deeper, so something to be aware of. That 15-minute block there hasn't really got much in front of it, so I'd imagine if you do drop into that zone and you are moving down on the day, then this will be fairly quick. You've got a really nice pile up of zones there, but there's no reason we couldn't go and take the liquidity below first. So it's a case of let your entry models kick in. You want to see some liquidity taken, like ideally like that liquidity there. You want to see market structure shift and bullish, and then you can get in back on the ride up. Simple as the usual. So good luck. I think that's simple enough. I'll do like a breakdown of yesterday in another video. Thanks.